Hey guys, Blue Kool-Aid here. Hey, I got a lot to go into, so I'm just gonna jump into this. I'm gonna talk about the solar wind speed a little bit, guys, and show you what's going on with the sun and all that. And then I also got some stuff to talk about asteroid and meteors and all that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna show you guys how to go back and look, and I've done this before, but I want to do this a little bit better. So anyway, this is spaceweather.com or Space Weather Prediction Center, NOAA. I'll leave a link. I leave links to these a lot. Most people know how to get to this by now. All you gotta do is Google it and you'll find it. But anyway, the solar wind speed is at 340 roughly. We're just gonna call it 350. Okay, so remember 350 kilometers per second. That's how fast the wind's blowing. The solar wind. I hate to use the word blowing. It's how fast it's traveling. Okay. Obviously, you can see right here, we don't have any kind of geomagnetic storm going on. Okay, which is why I'm talking about this, because we still have these coronal holes that, and I'll show you again here in a minute. We really should be experiencing more than what we are. Okay, there's a lot of factors here. You know, density, and I'll take you guys down here. The density of, which is the orange here of the solar wind, is just as important as the speed, if not more important. Okay, it's the mass of what, well, it is what it is. It's the density of that charged particles that are coming at us. Okay, so if there's more of them, when it hits us harder. Or if the ones that are there have more mass, that's pretty much really what it is. But it hits us, right? It hits us harder. So a solar wind speed with a high density can have just as big of effect, if not bigger, than a fast wind speed with a low density. Okay, you see how that works? And typically when the speed goes up, the density goes down. When the density goes up, the speed goes down. It's almost how it works all the time, but right here, that ain't what happened. They both went up at the same time. That does happen sometimes, okay? Actually, it happens quite often. So when that does happen, when we get hit with that, it does hit us harder. So, just to explain that. Now remember 350, okay? Kilometers per second. Okay, guys, this is just a converter. Okay, you guys can get online and go to any converter you want. It's just free. These things are free. They're easy to find. So all it is converting a specific unit to another unit. You can set it however you want to set it. Okay, but for our purposes right now, we want to take kilometers per second, which was 350, right? And what we're doing here, guys, we're trying to see how long it took the solar wind that we're experiencing now to get here. Okay, that's why I'm doing this, and I'm going to show you why here in a minute. Okay, so at 350 kilometers per second, we convert that to miles per hour. All right, that's going to give us 7 something, yeah. So we're going to call it 785,000 miles per hour. That's how fast that solar wind speed's moving. The charged particles coming from the sun. Okay, so remember 785. Okay, guys, I just got you over here at my calculator. So we had 785,000 miles per hour, right? Well, the sun's 93 million miles away. At least most of us believe that. And that's what most of us do. And I'm not going to go in that conversation, guys, okay? I stay out of that whole thing, okay? But anyway, 93 million miles away, and we divide that by 785,000, right? So when we do that, that gives us how many hours? So it was 118 hours. It took that solar wind speed that we're experiencing at this second. If that wind, those charged particles, stayed at a constant speed, which they may vary some up or down, but 118 hours ago, those charged particles left the sun. Okay, and they came our way. So, we take 118 hours and you divide it by 24, that gives you how many days? Okay, so what that is it's basically 5 days ago. It took it 5 days. Now, typical wind speeds, um, usually during like a solar storm, usually that's faster than what we're experiencing. When we see these coronal holes, that's usually what we, most of the time, we're like, hey, it's going to be here in like 3 to 4 days. That's typical. This wind speed's traveling slower, and this is why I'm talking about this, okay? So, this right here, guys, this is SDO. This is the picture of the sun right now as we speak. This is what it looks like, and you can see the coronal holes. Keep in mind, and I do this every time, that's the equator. The Earth kind of sits just a little south of the equator of the sun. Okay? So anything that rotates across through there where the Earth is facing it, we should experience. So all this stuff that was over here was kind of over here yesterday. So yes, that rotated right through. So that stuff's leaving the sun right now. But what we just talked about is we want to see the sun 5 days ago. So all you got to do is you go over here, guys, is the SDO, and you just use these drop-down boxes right here. See this? Okay, and I've already set that to 1018. Okay, that's 5 days ago. All you got to do is set that to 1018 and hit apply. And you can set it to whatever date you want. You can take it down into hours, minutes even. Okay? So this is what the sun looked like 5 days ago. Okay? From our view. So what we're experiencing right this second came off the sun when the sun looked like that. And it makes perfect sense because coronal hole, right? Now, again, we are getting some hits on our magnetosphere. They're not big, they're not huge, and we're at a really low geomagnetic storm level. It's like at 0 and 1. This is why this is odd. Because these coronal holes are still in front of, they're coming across, and we're not really getting big hits on our geomagnetic graphs and stuff. Okay? We're not taking big hits from this, and, what I'm saying is we've experienced this before. We've had coronal holes come through and barely even see that it even happened. Okay? So that tells you that it's hard to predict how strong these coronal holes are going to be. So just as much as these things can come in under what we thought, they can also come in way over. Okay? So what I'm saying is that this doesn't mean we shouldn't pay attention to this. We should most certainly pay attention to coronal holes. I don't want people letting their guard down thinking that, well, we didn't get nothing from that one. Well, we shouldn't even look at it tomorrow. Well, that's not how it works. Okay, because as you're looking at right here, this is 5 days ago, right? So the stuff that we're seeing on Earth right now, hitting us right now, left the sun when it looked like this. This is what it looks like right now. So, depending on how fast that it came off of this coronal hole, if it's traveling the same speed, it'll be 5 days from now when this gets to us. Okay? Chances are it's probably moving a little faster than that. A couple reasons here. These holes are big. Okay, you can see on the 211. Wow. And again, guys, we talked about those coronal holes, and Scott did that live stream with the insider guy. And man, wow. I'm not going to go into that today because that's a whole nother video because there's a lot of information there. But it talks about torsion on the sun, and he talks about how the equator of the sun is rotating faster or at different speeds in the north and southern poles of the sun. A lot of this has to do with geometry and velocities and radial velocities, linear velocities. All those kinds of words come into play, and I'm not going to go into that right now. But just go watch Scott's live stream from yesterday. I mentioned it a little bit in my video, showed a couple pieces of it. But go watch that one, man, because that was some really good information. That's all I'm saying. It's one of the better live streams I've seen in a long, long time. But anyway, so yeah, guys, that's what the sun looked like 5 days ago, and I just wanted to show you guys how to go look at that for yourself. That way you can look at the wind speed, and you can calculate it back, and then you can go look at the sun saying, hey, yeah, that's what caused our, magnetosphere to react today. You can actually go back and look at it. So I hope I helped you guys out there with that. But, yeah, I'm going to talk about some meteors and stuff, guys. That yeah, we just need to talk about it. Okay, guys, this is the Orionid meteor shower. I got you guys over here at the inthesky.org website. Okay, we're experiencing meteor showers now. The peak of it, I think, was this morning, like right before sunrise. But we're still in a very high part of it, so it's very, very visual right now. Um, and it's if anybody has a chance to go outside and got clear skies, please go look because it is something to see. The Orionid uh, meteor shower here is the debris trail of Halley's Comet. Anybody around my age or younger, or older actually, would most definitely know what Halley's Comet is. Most all people do. All ages, I should say, not all people. Just go look. Okay, just Google it and find out what Halley's Comet is because it's a really interesting subject. But we travel through its debris trail. Okay, as we orbit the sun. And they call it the Orionid meteor shower because it looks like it comes out of the constellation Orion. All right. It's not coming from way out that far. It just looks as if it's in that part of the sky. And if you look right here, if you set your location, you can see the horizon here as you're looking up in the sky, and it shows you. Okay, and you can look. Okay, so wherever you're at, it's telling me right here where I'm at. I don't live in Indianapolis, but I do live in Indiana. It's telling me to look in the east-northeast, and that's where I should be seeing the best view of this. And it also tells me I need to look close to sunrise. So yeah, I just wanted to show that to you guys real quick. Go check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. This is spaceweather.com, guys. You can go here at any time. It's a decent website to go check out. Okay, you can get a lot of good information here. Check out some good models and stuff. But this right here is this is part of the Orionid meteor shower, and they call it a fireball. Okay, I'm just going to play it because it does have some sound with it, so I'm just going to hit play and let you guys watch it. You guys hear that? It was making some weird noises too, wasn't it? I'm not sure if that was the tool itself picking that up or if it was... I don't know what that noise was, but... Watch it again. Wasn't that pretty cool, guys? But yeah, you have a chance of seeing stuff like that. That didn't hit the ground or nothing. It was just a fireball in the sky. But I am going to take you over here and show you something. Okay, guys, I actually got you over here at YouTube. Okay, there's a couple different YouTube sites here. They show these live meteors. I've explained how these things work, how they detect them. They actually don't look for the actual meteor itself. They look for the particles that get burned up behind it, and it's able to see that tail. Okay, that's how these emitters and receivers, these transmitters and receivers work. They're actually ground-based. So when the signal itself gets interrupted by these burned up particles in the back, that's where the signature comes from. So you can actually watch this live, and that's what we're going to do here in just a second. But there's a couple different ones. Okay, now I like this one too because this is really the original one that I knew of. Okay, I'm pretty comfortable looking at this, and also something that's pretty cool. If you go over there, there's live chat. So if you don't know exactly what you're looking at, there may be somebody there that you can ask a question that might be able to help you understand it. So I'm going to try to do my best here to kind of explain it anyway. But that's that site, and then this one. Okay, this one is a newer one, and guys, I have to say, I like it better. I don't want to push people away from another site, but this one here is pretty cool. So we're going to click on it. We're going to go over here. Okay, guys. I paused it there because I wanted to get you guys set up here. You can actually pause this and go back and look a few minutes behind. So if you missed one, you could bring it, scroll back, and you'll be able to see it. But there's sound with this too. Okay, it gives you a visual, plus it gives you like a ting, and then you'll hear like a ring and all that kind of thing. Now this is a horizontal moving graph. Okay, the other one's vertical, and I'll show it to you too also here in just a second. But I ran this back. I found a meteor that happened. Okay, and we're gonna watch this for a second because I want you guys to see it. Okay, that's what you can expect to see if you go over there. Actually, that one there was actually a fairly decent sized one. Now, I've seen bigger and I've seen smaller. You can see the smaller ones out in front. But I really just wanted to show you guys that. So you guys, like if it's daytime and we're experiencing these meteors, because it don't stop during the day, guys. Okay, the meteor showers don't stop just because the sun's out. So if you guys want to like look at this during the day when you can't see them anyway, it's pretty cool. I mean, I just wanted to show it to you guys because it's neat. And again, is this going to help us like with asteroids or something? Absolutely not. If an asteroid's that close for this thing to pick it up, because this thing's picking it up in our atmosphere. Okay, this is what's happening when these meteors get into our atmosphere and it starts burning it up. It sees the trail of that. That's what these things see. Okay. Okay, guys, this is the other side. This is a vertical one. Okay, and I ran it back just to find one that's a decent size. This one here is actually a fairly long-lasting one. Okay, and it does got noise, and I'll probably stop it before it's even over because this one seems to last quite a good time. So I'm gonna play this and check it out. Okay, did you guys check that out? Ain't that kind of crazy? That was a pretty long-lasting one. So I mean, that was, let's see here. Yeah, that was close to like 45 seconds long. I mean, so you can kind of see how that tool works. So if you guys just go over there and, I know that sound could be annoying. So if you just turn your sound down or mute it or whatever, I usually leave it running. Like if I'm doing something around the house or whatever and I got it on my TV or my phone, I'll just run it at a very low volume. And if I hear something beep, I might glance over at it. I just think it's neat to look at that stuff. Okay, guys, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. Yeah, I don't typically like talking about stuff like this because this is serious stuff. All right. Um, this isn't. You guys know I don't like to get on here and show anything, especially if it's going to incite fear into somebody. But I do feel like I need to show you guys this one. This is an asteroid. It's a big one. Okay. They're saying it's going to skip by the Earth on the 21st of November. Now, there's some story behind this, okay? This is NASA. There's behemoth space rock. Okay, these are the words they're using. And I'll show you why. Again, this is supposed to come through on the 21st, skim by Earth, okay? It's moving at 18,000 miles per hour. Now, we just went through and ran some conversions to see, when something left the sun. You can kind of use the same kind of math to figure out in your mind and get a good idea how far away this thing is. If it's supposed to hit us on the 21st, about a month, let's just say 30 days roughly. Okay, not hit us, skim by us. Sorry. 30 days, you can take 30 times 18,000, and that'll tell you, I guess 30 days. So you have to take 30 times 24. Yeah, that's what you would have to do, because that's how many days. Yeah. Anyway, you guys do the math there. You can figure it out. Okay. But it didn't even really give it a name. It's just got a number, 2006 FS6 with some numbers before it. This is an Apollo class. Okay. They designate these things in different classes. The Apollo class is the most dangerous. All right. And that's what they give in this one. It's a huge space rock, guys. It's saying it's, I think it's 635 meters wide. Okay, it's saying it's here. What's it say? Half the size of British mountain Ben Nevis. Okay, people that are over in the UK probably know, can kind of understand that. We can't over here, really. We would have to look at numbers. Okay. Also, the Yarkovsky effect, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But that may come into play here. Now, it's set to cross the Earth, Skim bias on the 21st. So, it says right here it's 650 meters in diameter. So if you guys want to know the size of it. It says, in theory, asteroids that are larger than 35 meters across can already pose a significant threat to a town or city. So this thing is like, let's see here, times 10, 20 times, basically, bigger than that. So yeah, but also keep in mind, guys, the planet is roughly 70% water. So it has about a 70% chance of hitting water if it was to actually hit here. Is that good or bad? It still all depends on where it hits and how big and how fast it's moving. Okay, all that comes into play. So, but for them to come out and tell us about this is, yeah, they typically, I don't know. This is one of those things I'm up in the air about. If this thing is actually, if it changes courses, okay, that's kind of what they're talking about here. The Yarkovsky effect is basically, it's called a soft force, okay? It's when sunlight's hitting it, and it causes it to change course. So the more surface area an object has, the more sunlight that hits it, and it's able to heat it up and other things there also, and it could change its course. And that's what I'm talking about. So there's right now, if it stays on the current course, it won't hit us, okay? So I want to say that up front. But if something changes, and it's far enough out, guys, it's 30 days out. So stuff can change. I just want people to be aware. Don't be scared, please. Don't worry about something you cannot control. Okay? Just don't. It's not worth it. But you have to prepare what you can. And when I'm talking about prepare, I'm not really talking about, prepping as far as getting food and stuff. I think that's important for us to do at whatever level you're comfortable doing, okay? And usually buy stuff and do stuff that you would use whether something happens or not, okay? That's how I do mine. I'm not telling anybody else to do it that way, but that's how I prep, okay? But, when we see stuff like this, sometimes it helps to prepare our minds to, because if you guys think about it, if you think about the time that you were most scared, it is most likely one of those times when you were completely shocked and taken off guard, right? So in order to prepare ourselves and so we can act in the proper way that we should, we have to know about things, which is why we even do channels and do this at all. Okay? It's to stop the fear, not to put it out there. Okay? A lot of people get that confused. Putting the information out there, some people call it fear porn. No, it's not. It's actually stopping a lot of the fear, because people will not be shocked when it happens or if it happens, right? If you know something's coming at you, you can prepare your mind and some of your actions around that to make it not be as fearful. And that's one of the biggest things that I really want to help people with, is that. That's why it's one of the biggest reasons I do my channel at all. So I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, this is one of those things where we just have to keep an eye on. If this thing actually does change course and it has a course that would bring it into us, I have to be honest with you guys, I don't think they would tell us. Okay? I'm actually surprised that they put this out here anyway. Yeah. So, if they're telling us about this, there's a whole line of thinking here, whatever. But in my opinion, if it changes course and if it's really going to be some huge catastrophe or something that they already know that they're not going to be able to stop and all that, we're not even going to know it, guys. Okay? That's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, I hate to end it on something like that, but I did want to show you guys that, okay? Just prepare your mind for stuff like that. And again, the chances of this actually hitting us is probably so small it's crazy, okay? But this is set to skim us on the 21st, roughly a month away from right now. Alright, so just keep an eye on it. I'll keep you guys up to date on it. I'll leave some links, guys, to what I was showing you guys today. And yeah, go check out Scott's last live stream, guys. It was really, really informative. It's one of the better live streams I've seen in a very long time. So, anyway, guys, God bless. Yeshua saves. And, oh yeah, there'll be a model update. And you can drink this Kool-Aid.
Hey! 'Cause the best is yet to come. I say, 'cause the best is yet to come. Oh, are you getting there? Really getting there? Yeah, are you getting there? Really getting there? Come get it from me. Every little bit. Every bit of it. Oh, come on a little bit. Oh, are you getting there? Really getting there? Oh, you got it. Little bit. Little bit. You got to leave it. Oh, baby, leave it. Come on and give it. Oh, come on and give it. Oh, you got it. Oh, really got it. Oh, you got it. There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's the same old thing as yesterday. There's a black hat caught in the high treetop. There's a flagpole rag and the wind won't stop. I have stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you're in this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. There's a little black spot on the sun today. That's my soul up there. It's the same old thing as yesterday. That's my soul up there. There's a black hat caught in the high treetop. That's my soul up there. There's a flagpole rag and the wind won't stop. That's my soul up there. I have stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll in this rain, but it's my destiny to be the key of pain. There's a fossil that's trapped in a high cliff wall. That's my soul up there. There's a dead someone frozen in a waterfall. That's my soul up there. There's a blue whale beached by a springtide tale. That's my soul up there. There's a butterfly trapped in a spider's web. That's my soul up there. I have spot on the sun today. It's the same old thing as yesterday. I stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles, running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. King of pain. King of pain. King of pain. I'll always be 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 king of pain. I'll always be. Here she comes, just like an angel. Seems like forever that she's been in my mind. Nothing has changed. She thinks I'm a waste of her time. There she goes. No, she don't know what she's missing. Can't she see I'll never give up the fight? I'll do all I can, 'cause she understands my desire. I've been on the outside looking in. Let me into your heart. Oh, there's nothing on earth that should keep us apart. Baby, I can't live without your love and affection. I can't face another night on my own. I give up my pride to save me from being alone. 'Cause I can't live without your love. Ooh, your love. So I wait, wait for an answer, and wonder if tomorrow will be like yesterday. I'll keep holding on.